watching All Pro Broadcasting with Freedom Train.
Welcome, race fans, to the Domino's TYJ Racing Renegade Dirt Series for race number 9 of 10 in the Sprint 360 cars, brought to you live on All Pro Broadcasting. Make sure, fans, you subscribe. That way you get all the alerts to win that free pizza. We're having 2 races tonight as normal, the B main and the A main. You do not need to make any kind of picks for the free pizza until the A main starts around 9-10 p.m. Eastern. I'll give you all the details for you to be able to get that information. I gave away, signed up, and paid for 2 pizzas tonight for the winners from last week. It's a joy. You can go to my Facebook page. I don't have it posted yet, but I'll have it posted later tonight of these 2 free pizza winners. Anyway, thank you so much. This is the Domino's TYJ Racing Summer Nationals, brought to you by Cross Continent Racing and Gary Sexton. Gary, tell us a couple things about Cross Continent Racing as these guys get out there to make their qualifying laps.
Yeah, Robert, Cross Continent Racing is my race team, along with Will Davis and Joe Johnson. We're out here trying to be as clean and quick as possible. We like to help fund these races and get spectatorship high as well. You know, it's not just about our race team. It's about the sport of iRacing in general and trying to bring awareness to it. And, you know, what better way than sponsoring one of these awesome Domino's dirt races?
Hey, I appreciate that. And now, thank you so much, Gary. Good luck. I understand you're racing tonight. I do wish you all the luck tonight as well. And thanks for helping out in the booth. When we do have caution flags, it's going to be an awesome night for you and everybody else. Right now, we are going to bring up our point standings. I am pretty sure our good friend Michael D'Amico with All Pro Broadcasting has our point standings pulled up right now. Right now, we have leading the points. Very interesting situation going on as we speak. You call it breaking news, fans. Scott Sanderson is leading the points in first position with 324 points. Second place, we have Derek Walker. He is about 10 points behind in second at 314. Behind him, we have in third Ryan A. Hill, Thomas Conheady, William Davis, Judd Danielson, Vernon Margam, another great racer, Buzz Moore, Jeremy Crandall, Ray Richer in 10th. Going through down the list here, we got a few more other guys that are really having a pretty good season. They're definitely learning this dirt. We've got Ivan Garcia in 12th, William Roberts Jr. in 11th, Corey Heffron in 13th, Russ Coe 14th, James Nunn 15th. That might not be on the printout here. But I tell you what, the interesting development, breaking news, I do not see Scott Sanderson in the field tonight. He has a 10-point lead in the standings with 2 races to go here at the Domino's TYJ Racing Renegade Dirt Series Summer Nationals. Cross Continent Racing brought to you by. And Scott is not in the field so far. He may show up for the A main. We do have 2 races tonight. We got the B main, the A main. These guys are out there doing their qualifying times. Right now we have a couple of new faces up front. We got Derek Walker with the number 1 position as we speak. William Roberts Jr. just knocked Thomas Conheady off the pole or off second position. And Corey Heffron in third. A lot of great guys up front here. We're going to try to talk to a couple of guys, see what they're thinking about for the race and how it's going to go real quick. Ryan Hill, this is Robert and Gary in the booth. Congratulations. You're looking like you're in 6th position now qualified. You're still probably putting down another lap. Tell us what you think the track feels like tonight and your chances of getting the win.
Yeah, actually, I didn't get a lot of practice in. Just kind of came in here a little bit late, but during qualifying, I felt like the track was actually really slick. So it's going to be fun. Unfortunately, me not being able to get a ton of practice gave me a bad qualifying, but we're starting to get center of the field, so it should be fun.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to throw all the different strategies, all the different variables that you dirt drivers that you might not always see. This track condition starting in this B main is a little bit different than it's going to be in the A main. Some of you guys will be able to take advantage of it, and some will not. Good luck tonight. We'll talk to you soon. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
So, Gary, it looks like we have starting right now the fastest time we got in about another 25 seconds, fans. Looks like Derek Walker, who is in second position right now in points. He is 10 points back. The breaking news is if we do not see Scott Sanderson in the A main coming up at 9:10 p.m. Eastern, which is, by the way, fans, exactly when to get your picks in for the free Domino's Pizza. But you want to see which one of these cats in this B main are fast, because we don't take any picks in this first race. This is basically a qualifying race for guys to get in for the next race. All these guys will qualify, but it is your chance as fans to figure out who you want to pick to be the winner of the A main. So take notes, fans. Make sure you're watching, and you can get your picks in as soon as we start the second race, starting around 9:10 p.m. Eastern. Gary, how'd that track feel under qualifying?
Yeah, like Ryan said, it's definitely a little slick tonight. Caught me off guard. I feel like I could have put down a little bit better of a lap had I anticipated that, and I was having a little bit of a problem with my sound, so I couldn't hear my engine for the throttle. So it's all good. The track's pretty slick. It's going to be fun. I love getting out in here and racing with these guys. It's my second opportunity to, and hopefully bring you some insight from the booth. Derek Walker, he's fast again. But hopefully we can get up there and contend for a win here in this B main. But definitely what we're going to be doing is looking to see how the track changes over the course of these 25 laps, getting ready for the A main, and try to mix it up with these guys. We do a lot of, it's not often us broadcasters get to come down here and race with these guys, and hopefully I can show you guys what it's all about. With All Pro Broadcasting and these awesome camera angles, maybe you can jump inside my car every once in a while and check it out. And so I just got the one to go call, and I'm going to turn it back over to Robert here.
Thank you so much, Gary. Good luck. Tighten the belts in there, and hopefully you get a great finish here, if not a win. Yeah,
thanks, Robert. Let's feel free to ask me any questions, even under green. As long as I'm not in traffic, I should be okay to hit the button and talk.
Sounds great. Again, we're getting ready to come to green here. The pace truck is going around. Looks like the getting ready to come down pit road, which will mean the green is out. And we've got the leader here of Derek Walker getting a great jump, but it's not the best jump he's had before. We've got drivers right behind him. William Roberts Jr., Corey Heffron, Ryan A. Hill, Gary Sexton. We just talked to him. They're 3 wide going through turn number 3, coming to turn number 4. I tell you what it's all about, what line these guys get coming off the corner on this very, very slick track right now. It does look like the leader is still Derek Walker. He has stretched it out to about a 4-car length lead. We've got a little bit of contact between Thomas Conheady.
All right, man, caution is out.
And I think it was Gary Sexton. We have a caution coming in, fans. Give us just 1 or 2 seconds. We'll pull up exactly what happened. Go ahead there, Gary.
That was an intense start. That was... I didn't see the caution. I think that was behind us, but the contact there in front of me, where that had me on the edge of my seat, that was pretty crazy. But hopefully, see if Robert here has the replay pulled up.
Yes, sir. That was some seriously hard driving there. It looks like it might have been the number 7 of Thomas Conheady, and maybe William Roberts Jr.
Yeah, those guys got together in front of me, but they didn't crash. I wasn't sure if that's what brought out the caution or not. Definitely, from my vantage point down here on the track, it definitely didn't look like that would have brought out the caution. They just kind of bumped into each other and stacked up the field a little bit. But who knows? Sometimes iRacing will throw those phantom cautions if someone slows down a little bit too much.
I'll tell you what, it looks right now like William Roberts Jr. has inherited the lead.
Yeah, I just noticed that Derek Walker pulled into the pits. Not sure why he did that. It is the B main. He probably wants to go in the back and see how the traffic is back here, since he's always way out in front of these races. He doesn't get an opportunity to mix it up with these guys back here. So maybe he just wants to see what it's like back here and get used to passing cars. Yeah, as we're pacing around here, we got the one to go, single file restarts. It's a little weird. I don't get to do that often, but keeps us spread out and gives us some space. So as we make our way down the backstretch here, heading into turn 3 and 4 for this restart, I'm lined up behind Thomas Conheady. Ryan Hill's in front of him in second, and William Roberts Jr. is in first. So this would be a good restart here.
Yes, sir, Gary. Go to it. The green flag's about to come out. The pace truck is down. Looks like William Roberts gets a great restart here, guys and fans. Looks like right behind him we do have the Ryan A. Hill, number 55, with another good start himself. Real quick behind him, we do have Gary Sexton, who does not do many of these races. He's usually up here in the booth broadcasting with me. He's helping me out here tonight. But I tell you what, Gary Sexton is doing an incredible job here. Looks like he is in that Hex Cam number 17 Sprint 360. He gets this thing going sideways, and from what I understand, guys, I've been doing this about 9 weeks now. I'm not very good at racing these vehicles, but it's how well you can drive that vehicle into the corner on this dirt, turn it sideways, and keep it going straight with the most horsepower, the most momentum. Looks like Gary Sexton right now is getting a big run on the 55 of Ryan Hill. Gary is looking to the inside of that number 17 Cross Continent Racing 360. Had to get out of the gas to get out of the inside wall. And I tell you what, this is the kind of racing that has made dirt racing famous. Ryan A. Hill, on the other hand, he's in that Vortex 55. He's trying to make all kind of end grounds on the leader here of William Roberts Jr., who is, as normal, he's in that Monster Energy number 12 Sprint 360. This looks like William Roberts Jr.'s race to lose. And obviously, you can make a mistake any time as leader of this race on this dirt course and lose the lead. We've seen it happen many, many times. These guys are spread out. Looks like we have another caution coming up. Give us just 1 or 2 seconds, and we'll figure out exactly what happened there. I think it might have had to do with the 73 of Jeremy Crandall, but like I said, we'll get the replay pulled up here in just a minute, fans.
Yeah, Robert, while you're pulling up that replay, track right now is really, really good. It's prime for passing. I was able to get close in on Ryan Hill. Almost was able to pull off the pass there on the inside, but I had to get out of the throttle. These guys are racing nice and clean out here for the most part. It's pretty good race.
Yes, sir. Looks like the 73 of Jeremy Crandall. He got a little bit too high there, got into the wall, and once you get in the wall, sometimes in these sprint cars, you kind of get tipped over on your side. That's exactly what happened to the number 73 of Jeremy Crandall. Looks like he put him on pit road here for the remainder of the speed main. But we got a lot more racing here. This is only a 25-lap sprint race, so to speak. But it's going to go by fast. Looks like we're going to have about another 10 laps to go when we get to green. And Gary, you're all the way up to, it looks like, 3rd position. What do you got for these leaders?
I think I got something for him. I had to get out of the throttle there in that last run, but I was definitely making some headway on him. So I just got to figure out the right line to get around Ryan. He's really tough to pass. I think the bottom's going to be the way to do it, maybe with a big slide job. But if I can get to his outside, that's definitely where I want to be, is having that momentum off the corner. So I'm going to try to get a good start here. I talk about this every week with these starts. You know, the leaders in big control, but I think the guys in the back could do a little bit better job of getting a good start. So I'm going to do my best here to get a good start.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gary. Buckle those seatbelts down tight. We want to make sure nobody gets any injuries. The truck comes down. Where it restart, looks like the leader here, William Roberts Jr., does get a great launch. But side by side behind him, we've got Ryan A. Hill, and we've got Gary Sexton making a move on the outside of Ryan A. Hill. Actually, he's looking to make a move on the inside, excuse me. Ryan A. Hill does keep that position on the outside for 2nd position. That will definitely put Gary Sexton, that Hex Cam, 17 in 3rd. Behind him, we got a serious battle. Looks like we got the number 7, of Thomas Conheady in that beautiful purple machine. And on the inside of him, looks like we got Derek Walker, who came down pit road for one of these restarts to start from the back to make things a little bit more challenging. He's making a move on the inside. Behind him, we got Ray Richer in that number 44. He is maintaining that 6th position. Behind him, we have Judd Danielson, another famous driver, veteran driver.
Heating up pretty good here, Robert.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Gary. We're going back up to the front. It does look like Renegade Hill's got some serious momentum. He's on the inside there of William Roberts Jr. He cannot complete the pass there, but he gets right to his bumper, and Gary Sexton's right behind them both. Gary Sexton, the 17, looks to the inside here. He gets a great run, but he loses a little bit of momentum, and that leaves it up to Ryan A. Hill, number 55, who gets a great run coming out of the corner. He is side by side by William Roberts Jr., and it looks like the 55 does complete the pass, although William Roberts Jr. is going to try to make a move back on the outside. I'm not sure if William Roberts Jr. used this stuff up. We got about 3 laps to go here. Looks like Gary Sexton is trying to make his move around William Roberts Jr. Gary is taking that inside line right now. It looks like Ryan A. Hill, the number 55. Oh, and it looks like Gary Sexton unfortunately got into the 55. He got into William Roberts Jr. there.
Oh, man, Robert.
Unfortunately, he made contact there with William Roberts Jr., the number 12. Sent him up into the fence. And that's going to bring the caution out here to end this B main.
Man, Robert, I wish you could experience that. That was intense. That was really fun. And where did Derek Walker come from? I know he jumped to the back of the field. Next thing I know, he's on my inside trying to make a move on me. Fortunately, that caution came out before he had a chance to pass me. So looks like I'm going to finish second. Looks like Ryan Hill's going to win the B main first. Myself, Gary Sexton, is going to finish second. Derek Walker comes from the back to finish third. Ray Richer looks like he's going to finish fourth. Judd Danielson's going to finish fifth. Thomas Conheady looks like he's going to finish sixth. Kyle Kamer is going to finish seventh. Russ Coe is going to finish eighth. Vernon Markheim is going to finish ninth. Rounding out your top 10 is going to be William Roberts Jr. We saw him have a little problem there, battling for the lead. It's all good. It's the B main. It's just practice. And Jeremy Crandall's going to finish 11th. Corey Heffron's going to finish 12th and round out your field. And I'll tell you what, guys. We sit up there in the booth and broadcast these things, but it just doesn't do it because looks like my screen's locked up.
No problem at all, Gary. Congratulations there. Yeah, no problem at all. It's a great win there for Ryan A. Hill on number 55. Guys, yes, sir, Gary. No problem at all there. All these guys are going to be jumping over to the next session. And we're going to, looks like, catch up with our third place finisher right now. Derek Walker, give me just 1 second. I think he's right here, close to me. Actually, this time we're actually going to talk to our winner of this race because we are running out of time. This will be Ryan A. Hill. Ryan A. Hill, this is Robert and Gary in the broadcast booth. Congratulations on that win. How did you pull that off, and what are you looking for the next A-Main to pull off another win back-to-back?
I don't know. I mean, I really enjoyed the track. Like I said, I didn't get much practice. Qualifying was pretty bad, and track kind of came in. Apparently, I did the slide job wrong and ended up slowing down, I guess, a 12th car, and I guess got a little mad about it. But, B-Main, this is fun, really. Next race for all the points are at, so it was fun. Got a good experience. I just hope that the track's a little bit closer to what it was, and I think we'll be good for the A-Main.
Hey, that sounds awesome. I appreciate it. We're definitely looking forward to talking to you in the next session, which starts in just a few minutes. Congratulations, Ron. Talk to you in a few.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Robert, that was Ryan hit the nail on the head. The track is awesome right now. It's really setting up for some really good racing. So whatever you and the track officials did to work out the conditions, it's awesome right now out there. And I got to go cool down a little bit. That was awesome.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that. We're going to talk right now with Judd Danielson, the number 85. I tell you what, Judd, you started 11th. You moved up to 5th place. My understanding is you've got this dirt track stuff figured out, Judd. How'd you get all the way up to 5th place?
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that. Figured out stuff. But, yeah, I'm having some fun with this. I figured these cars, got to play with them a little bit. And I had a little bit of luck. Obviously, I was given and taken. There was quite a few opportunities there for us to have some issues. And I just, you just got to give up a little bit to gain some. So, yeah, I was glad to get from 11th to 5th because I was really surprised that I was doing that horrible coming off a week like we had last week. I thought the team was ready to go, but I got some work to do.
Hey, I tell you what, you've got your opportunity right now with 2 races to go. You got the A main here in a few minutes, and then you got the race in a couple of weeks for the championship. You never know what's going to happen. Good luck, Joe. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks, Robert.
Now we have another driver, Thomas Conheady. Can you hear me? You got a copy?
Sure do. How you doing, Robert?
Excellent. Just want to ask you a couple quick questions. You got a pretty good run there. You got a beautiful car here in the Sprint 360 every single time. How'd your race go, and what are you expecting for the A main coming up here in just a few minutes?
Well, race didn't go very well. I got the thing up into the wall. Just kept the foot planted. It seemed to straighten it out, but learned a little bit, and we'll see what we can do in the A main.
Yes, sir. I wish you all the luck. We'll talk to you over there in just a minute. Thank you so much, Tom.
Good luck.
All right, fans, we're going to take a 1 or 2 minute quick commercial break. You are watching the Cross Continent Racing Summer Nationals Renegade Dirt Series here at Domino's TYJ Racing on All Pro Broadcasting. Make sure, fans, you click the subscribe button. We're going to be back in just 2 minutes for the A main. You do not want to miss that. That is exactly where you get the chance to make your pick for the free pizza. We've given away about 32 of these pizzas so far this year. And yes, we are literally giving them away. We're hoping to give away about another 32 before November 15th. So make sure you stay tuned here in the next 2 minutes. We'll be right back, fans. Thank you.
All right, everybody, welcome to Volusia Speedway down here in Florida, to the site of tonight's Renegade Dirt Series race number 2 in this short 10-race championship series. And I'm sitting here in my Domino's TYJ Racing Top Shelf Cup Series 360 wing sprint car, all 700 horsepowers of it. And we're just going to go over a few things about the track and about the car that you're going to be seeing in tonight's A main. So the first thing you notice when sitting in this car is it's the biggest thing I've been preaching since the series started, and you'll hear me ramble on about tonight, is how it's so hard to see out the right side of these things. Now, when you're going down the track, and you'll see when we get out there on the few laps, things are happening so fast. The reaction times are so quick. You have to be on top of the wheel the whole time. You really don't have time to be looking side to side, but even if you wanted to, it's going to be really hard to see cars to your outside. So you're going to see that the quick ray around this track is on the bottom, and you're going to have to be diving it to the inside of guys if you want to pass it, because it's really hard to pass with this fixed setup. So when you dive it to the inside, you're going to have to trust that that guy knows that you're down there and that he's not going to come down on you, or you're going to drift up into him, because it's going to be really hard to see him. Now, I have an Oculus Rift on, so I can look all around this, and that's fine. But a lot of these guys will be running 3 monitors, maybe even 1 monitor, and you don't have that luxury to look around side to side. So really trusting the guys around you to pull off clean passes is going to be really important. So let's get out here on the track and run a few laps and see how it goes. Now, when we first get out here on the track, you're going to notice a few things. As I just roll, the car wants to pull to the left. And that's because these are set up in a way that they're going to go as fast as they possibly can left. And in particular, with this fixed setup that we run here in the Dirt Renegade series, and once you get to full speed, which is pretty much full throttle around this whole track, you might have to get off the throttle a little bit when you get next to a car, or you're trying to make a pass, or as the track starts to wear out. But most of the time, you're full throttle. It's really imperative that this car is set up in a way that's just going to drive itself, basically. And you're kind of there to guide it to make sure it doesn't get too far sideways and out of control. But as we get up to speed, we're gonna run a few lines. The first line we're gonna run is a high line. Now initially, as the track is wet and sticky, this is not going to be the preferred way around the track. It's kind of slow up here, and you can feel it. You can feel the car kind of just bog down as you go around this track. The preferred line is going to be right here along the bottom, right up as close as you can get to this wall. You don't want to get too far sideways. You want to let it kind of drift up here, and then right back to the bottom. Kind of point it right to the bottom, cut off the corner, and then back around. They got a long, wide, sweeping back straightaway. This track is shaped like a D, and the shortest, most fastest way around this track is going to be the way to go for these guys, especially in a 40-lap race. Now, there's going to be 20 guys on the track, and the track state will reset to 10%. So initially, for the first half of this race, you're going to see most of the passes being done on the bottom, and most of the guys protecting the bottom. That's the part you want to protect. Now that runs, there's a few things that could go wrong with running the bottom. And the big one is driving into that wall. You'll see a lot of guys, they'll try to cut off the bottom and they'll drive straight into the wall. In particular here at Volusia, it's you kind of turn in and you think you're turned in, but then all of a sudden you're right against the inside wall. And that's really important that you keep it off the inside wall. Now as the track wears out, you'll start to see colorations in the track where it's a little darker in the more sticky wet spots. So you're going to want to be up. You'll see guys maybe kind of move up to the middle, try a different line. And that's one of the few ways you're going to get around guys here, is if you try a different line than they're running, because you're not going to get by somebody by running the same exact line as them the whole time. You can to catch up to them, but if you want to get around them, you're going to have to put your car somewhere else and try to make that work. One last thing about Volusia as we come around here to the front is anyone that's ran this track knows that there'll be a rut that forms right here in the start-finish line, and what that's gonna do is, as we come back around here, we'll run one more lap around. When you hit that rut, it's going to want to send your car to the right. Now, if you're too close to the wall already, it's going to put you in the wall. You're going to hit it, and your car's going to jerk to the right, and then you're going to have to hurry up and get back to the inside. So look for that tonight in tonight's Dirt Renegade Series race from Volusia Speedway, and enjoy the show.
Hey, this is Garrett Smithley, driving the number 0 JD Motorsports Chevrolet, and you're watching All Pro Broadcasting.
Are we live? Of course, let us know when. Welcome back, race fans, to the A main of the Cross Continent Racing Summer Nationals here from Volusia Speedway with the Domino's TYJ Dirt Renegade Series live on All Pro Broadcasting tonight. We just got finished up with the B main. As you know, if you watch the B main, I'm down here racing with these guys tonight, mixing it up. We got Robert doing the play-by-play up in the booth, and yeah, so far tonight the racing has been good. It's been fast. The track's been nice and slick. Lots of passing. These guys are out here racing really hard, and it's cool to get a different perspective of what's going on down here when you from up there and you're watching the broadcast. It's exciting. You see the guys passing, but when you get down inside these cars and you see how fast you have to be with the reaction time, there is nothing like this in all sim racing. But yeah, this is a good track. Again, like I said before, the track's got real good condition tonight. Derek Walker, he's fast, but he's not the fastest in this practice. He's 5th fastest right now, but as we know, he kind of sleeps in practice and then wakes up in qualifying, and he'll probably beat everybody by 3 or 5 tenths of a second. So going to get out here and try to get a few more practice. Oh, never mind. Looks like practice is just ending. We're about to begin qualifying. So enjoy the rest of the race tonight.
Thank you so much, Gary. Welcome back, race fans. Hopefully you got your next beverage, your second bowl of popcorn, and you turned off that Netflix movie. Hopefully if you had a chance, you put the kid to bed. This is the race number 9 of 10 for Domino's TYJ Racing Renegade Dirt Series. Brought to you by Cross Continent Racing and All Pro Broadcasting. Fans, make sure you click that subscribe button for All Pro Broadcasting. That way you get all the alerts. And this is exactly how you get the free pizza. Going to give that out right now. I'm going to give it out again before halfway the race, which tonight we have got 35 laps here at Volusia. So lap 17 will be the cutoff point for you to get your pick in. As these guys are screaming around the dirt track trying to get every single inch for the best qualifying time they can. Right now we have William Roberts Jr. on the pole, but that could change. How you win that free pizza, fans? You can do one of two things. You can text 919-883-7497. If you're watching this on your device, you can also comment in the live chat. I picked this driver to win the race. You do have to get that comment put in there before lap 17. The race usually goes by pretty fast here in the Dirt Series, and this is race 9 of 10. So you want to make sure you get your pick in. If you want to be just like Eric E. Stepp, who won our last pizza from Thursday night, she is a 2-time winner. I will have her picture on my Facebook page at Robert Graham McFarland later tonight. And you can see all the other winners. If you scroll all the way down on my posts, you'll see about 10, 12 pictures. Not everybody wants to give a picture, but most people do when they know they're getting a free, hot, large Domino's 3-topping pizza. That's what you're going to get if you're the first person to actually pick the winner of this race before lap 17. Carry out only. Well, you're not bringing them to you. You have to go to the store to get it, but that's exactly how you will get the free pizza. Gary, how's the track feeling here for qualifying?
It's feeling pretty good, Robert. Looks like the high line is going to be the quick way around the track, but you're going to have to use the bottom to pass. And there is definitely some grip down there, but the run that you get off the bottom is definitely a lot slower than the guys that are coming off the top. So if you are going to pull a pass off on the bottom, you got to make sure that you're way out in front of them. You pull the slide job, you drift up to the top of the track and try to get out ahead of those guys, and hope to God they don't slam in the back of you, because they're going to be coming up behind you with a head of steam. And yeah, that's kind of what it's going to be like tonight. Good qualifying run for us. Looks like we're going to be starting 4th. We still got a couple guys that haven't taken a time yet.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Gary.
Yeah, the looks like Ryan Hill's going to take the pole tonight and put Derek Walker in second. So this is going to be interesting to see if Derek Walker can work his way up through the field, get around one car. But I know Ryan Hill, he's definitely the hardest guy out here to pass tonight. Excuse me, sorry about that. But yeah, Ryan Hill is definitely the hardest guy to pass in these dirt cars. I know I just tried to get around him for 20 laps in the B main. But so Derek Walker's going to have his work cut out for him tonight. William Roberts Jr. has been fast all night. He's going to be starting 3rd. Myself, looks like I'm going to be rolling off 4th. Still a minute left. A couple guys could get out there and do their laps if they wanted to get some times in. But as of right now, Thomas Conheady's going to round out your top 5. Jeremy Crandall's going to start 6th. Judd Danielson's going to start 7th. Looks like Ray Richer has qualified 8th, and the last person to take a time would be Kyle Kamer. Just coming off his Xfinity win at Watkins Glen last week, he's going to be starting 9th.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Gary. By the way, Kyle did win $5 bonus for winning that segment in Domino's TYJ Racing. We do not have segment racing for 2017 except for the road courses. We had our first road course race last Thursday. This coming Thursday, we're going to have our second. We're going to have the baddest, fastest. You do not want to miss the race this coming Thursday night. Top Shelf Cup drivers, anywhere from 2,000 up to almost pro, racing on the super, super fast mini curve track of Watkins Glen Racing. We're going to have 3 stages, lap 15, lap 30, and then 30 laps for the end of the race. These guys are going to be fighting it out. They're also going to be trying to do strategy to get the win. So fans, if you don't win the pizza tonight, you can always get a chance. Actually, this coming to Wednesday night and Thursday night, 8:50 p.m. Eastern. You guessed it, All Pro Broadcasting, the best broadcasting in iRacing, in my opinion. Make sure you click the subscribe button. You get all the alerts. Right now, it looks like we do have Ryan A. Hill on the pole with Derek Walker starting second. In third place on the pole, starting position, we have William Roberts Jr. Gary Sexton, we just talked to, he's starting fourth. Thomas Conheady will be starting fifth. Jeremy Crandall sixth. Great run for him. Judd Danielson will be starting seventh. Ray Richard eighth. Kyle Cameron ninth. We have Giovanni Bramante in 10th. Look for him to make a lot of moves going up through the field. Vernon Bargheim also is an excellent dirt driver. He'll probably be making his way up front. And Rusco running out the top 12 here. I tell you what, this is going to be fast, quick, exciting. 35 laps here at Volusia at night. These guys know how to get it done, and we're super excited to be in here with All Pro Broadcasting covering this race. Who wins? Who knows? Ryan A. Hill may win it, but you could have somebody like Gio Bramante starting back in 10th position, pass all these cars and win the race. Obviously, you got to watch. You got to make your pick before lap 17 to get the free pizza. Again, this is the Domino's TYJ Racing Renegade Dirt Series Summer Nationals, brought to you by Cross Continent Racing and All Pro Broadcasting. Fans, I hope you're ready. I hope you got your second beverage, third beverage, and ready for this race.
Yeah, Robert, as we're coming around here to get the one to go, the nerves are setting in. This is the Cross Continent Summer Nationals Cross Continent sprint cars real fast tonight. I'm right behind the fast guy of the field, Derek Walker. But Ryan A. Hill is real quick tonight, so look for him to be hard to pass and get a good jump here. But I know I got my eyes set on Derek. I'm going to be following his line, trying to see what he's doing and how he's getting around these guys. And hopefully we can keep this clean and exciting for you guys up there watching, and we appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Gary. I'm going to let you buckle in, make sure you're tight. Make sure you get everything ready for this restart. Or they actually started this A main. And it looks like the pace truck is getting ready to make that hard left turn. And that will leave the green flag out there. And it does look like Ryan A. Hill on the 55 gets a great start. He pulls the whole field down into turn 1 and 2. But right on his bumper, you guessed it. We got second place, Derek Walker. He gives him a love tap. He's trying to get around. We got 3 wide coming to the front stretch here. In third place, we do have Gary Sexton. These guys are racing super hard. It looks like the Derek Walker gets turned.
All right, man.
And the 55 makes the pass and regains the lead. We'll get the replay pulled up for second fans.
I'm on my lid.
Yes, sir. It looks like Gary Sexton is on his lid. Gary, give us a in-car camera view of what happened there as we get the replay pulled up.
Yeah, Robert, hate to say it, but I think that could have been avoided. Little impatience up front, but these guys racing real hard on lap 1 for the lead. But you know, it's hard to be patient in these cars. They're going so fast. You have to go fast and turn. But it looks like the 02 of Derek Walker was on the inside of Ryan Hill. I was right behind Derek Walker, right on his bumper. I know Ryan kind of crowded us down up against the wall, but he has every right to do that. And Derek just kind of slid on the slick stuff at the bottom up into Ryan. I had nowhere to go and launched over the front end of his car.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, Gary. We are pulling up the replays. You fans can see it now. It definitely looks like the 02 of Derek Walker and the Twitch TV / Dirty Dude. Got a great run. He got storming into the corner. We have Ryan A. Hill on the 55, got right beside him. Maybe barely touched him, but for whatever the reason, the 02 of Derek Walker got spun around. Gary Sexton got caught up in it, and that will be putting both of those great drivers in the back of the field here if they can get restarted.
Yeah, Robert, I think I'm done for tonight. My wing's destroyed. I'm a little sore. I'll be coming up there to join you for the rest of the race.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gary. It definitely looks like this is going to give a whole new meaning to 9 races out of 10. We got the 55 of Ryan A. Hill leading. And we've got, looks like the green flag is out. So it looks like the 55 of Ryan A. Hill gets a great jump. We got right behind him William Roberts Jr., that beautiful Monster Energy Sprint 360. So these guys are looking to make a serious move, fans. This is unprecedented. We have number 1 and number 2 in the points out of this race.
Yeah, number 1 and number 2
Go ahead.
points in this race, and I believe number 3 and 4 are now racing for the lead with Thomas Conheady trying to close in on the back of him. Judd Danielson's looking to capitalize on that with a good run in 4th. We got a side-by-side battle back here with Ray Richer and Kyle Kamer, it looks like, for 5th place, and they're side-by-side going down the backstretch here. Kyle Kamer looks like he's going to dive into the bottom. He can't quite complete the pass, and Ray Richer's going to hold on to 5th place.
Right. Yes, sir. I tell you what, this is a heated battle here, and I tell you what, this changes everything. This happened so fast here, Gary. I don't even have time to pull up the numbers, pull up the standings, and see what this is going to mean. Everybody, including the fans, you have to wait until the end of the race to find out. But I can tell you one thing, fans. You do have still time to get your pick in for the win of this race. Hopefully, you've not already made a pick. We do allow you to make 1 pick and 1 pick only for the free large Domino's 3-topping pizza. Real quick, this is how you do it before lap 17. You text 919-883-7497. If you're watching on your device, you say, I picked this driver to win the race. The first fan to pick the winner of this race accurately make the pick in before lap 17 of 35 laps, you win the free pizza. We've given away 32 so far this year, and good luck. What are you seeing up front, Gary?
Yeah, back up front, William Roberts Jr. is closing the gap on Ryan Hill. He's closed in a little bit there. While you were giving the pizza giveaway, he had closed it up even more, tried to get to the inside. Again, we saw many times before the bottom, he just get kind of tied up and can't quite get the run off the bottom. He lost some space back behind him, and he's right back on the back bumper of Ryan Hill again as they come around to take lap 15. You guys got 2 laps to get your picks in for the pizza. They've got a huge gap on Thomas Conheady for 3rd. Now, William Roberts Jr. gets to the outside of Ryan Hill, gets a good run down the backstretch. He's going to close right in on him. He's going to dive it to the bottom. I don't think he's quite going to have enough of the momentum. Oh, he does. He pulls up even with Ryan Hill. He's going to keep it right on the bottom. Look for Ryan to come down, try to keep him down there. And William Roberts Jr. gets into the slick stuff, has to get out of the gas, and loses about 3 or 4 car lengths back from Ryan Hill. And William Roberts is fast. He keeps closing that gap. Every little bit he loses, he closes right back in on him.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, Ryan A. Hill in the 55 is dominating this race since the leaders are out. But William Roberts Jr., he was fast in practice. He was fast in qualifying. He knows how to get it done. And this is definitely going to be a firefight to the end of this race.
Absolutely, Robert. And back here, the 3-way battle between Judd Danielson, Ray Richer, and Kyle Kamer for 4th place. These guys are all on top of each other. As I look up front, William Roberts Jr. still not quite there, can't quite get there. The best battle on the track right now is for 4th place. 4th, 5th, and 6th. You could throw them under a blanket right here. Oh, Kyle Kamer gets a little bit loose. Judd Danielson gets loose. Now Ray Richer drives to the bottom, trying to take 4th place, but Ray gets a little bit loose on the bottom. Can't quite close the gap, but gets a good run after getting a little sideways there. And he's right back to the inside of Judd Danielson, but Kyle Kamer looking to close the gap he lost when he got loose.
Yes, sir, Gary. Up front, you have not missed anything. Ryan A. Hill, at number 55, is still leading William Roberts Jr. in that Monster Energy Sprint 360 by about 2 car lengths. William is trying to close the gap every single lap. Like you just said, the best battle on the track right now. It looks like 3rd, 4th, 5th. Kyle Kamer's in 6th. He's trying to close the position on the 5th place driver of Ray Richer, who's trying to close the position on the 4th place driver, the number 85 of Judd Danielson, having a great run. These guys are battling out, like you said. You don't like it over all 3 of these guys.
Yeah, you got Judd running the middle line, Kyle running the high line, and Ray running the low line. So when these guys dive into the corners, they all go to a different spot on the track. And this time Ray stays right in Judd's tire tracks. I think that's really smart. And he gets a big run. Oh, but the run is so fast that Ray gets his tank into the back of the wall, and he's still able to maintain right there on Judd. So Kyle Kamer gets the outside of Ray. Ray's going to get or Kyle's going to get a good run down the backstretch here. They're both going to close in on Judd going into turn 1.
I tell you what, up front we got a serious battle going on. We do have the leader, Ryan Hill in the 55. He still has a 3-4 car length advantage over William Roberts Jr. But right behind him we do have Derek Walker, who has spun and has made his way all the way back up. Although I think Derek is a lap down. Is that not correct there, Gary?
Yeah, he's 5 laps down right now, but that's just a testament of how fast he is. I drilled his, I pretty much T-boned him on the start of that race when he spun in front of me, and he's still able to run these guys down. So this battle up front is kind of maintaining. It looks like these guys back here for 4th still, though, have not let up on each other as Ray Richard gets a good run to the inside down the backstretch. I don't know if that angle into the turn is going to be optimal for him to get a better run, but he still gets a big run off the bottom. Ray's getting some of the best runs I've seen off the bottom as he's now even with Judd as they make their way down the backstretch, and Kyle's going to tuck in behind Judd and try to get that run, and now they're all in 3 different lanes as they come around to the front stretch. Kyle Kamer's going to shoot to the middle, and Judd's going to maintain that position for 4th.
I tell you what, this is great racing for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Judd Danielson has it. Kyle Kamer in the number 88 wants it. And Ray Richard in the number 44 wants to get back up to it. This is amazing.
Oh, this is really great racing. And while they're out here doing that, mixing it up, the leaders are running them down as Ryan Ahill's about to lap Russ Coe in 6th place. And then he's going to come up there and before there's about 2.5 laps to go. If they can catch these guys up here, they're going to have some traffic to contend with. As William Roberts Jr. gets to just to the inside of Ryan Hill, as they got a battle for the lead here.
Yeah, I tell you what, William Roberts Jr. is all over the back of the number 55 Ryan Hill. I tell you what, this is some of the most exciting dirt racing we've ever seen here at Dominus Jet Racing. Renegade Dirt Series brought to you by Cross Continent Racing on All Pro Broadcasting as they're coming to the next to the last lap. Go ahead, Gary, you take it.
White flag right now. Ryan Hill is up there on the outside. William Roberts Jr. is going to look to dive it into the bottom here. He gets a good run. Lap car to the outside, gets in the way, and that's going to be the finish. Ryan Hill's going to win that. What a race, guys!
I tell you what, I'm having trouble catching my breath. Gary, I know you're having trouble catching your breath. Do you want to go over the finishing order? Take your time here. That's awesome.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan Hill's going to win that exciting finish. He's going to come in home in 1st. Big win for him. I know he's going to be really happy about that. William Roberts Jr. with a good run is going to come in 2nd. Thomas Cothead, he's going to come in 3rd. Kyle Kamer is going to come in 4th. Judd Danielson's going to come in 5th. Ray Richard, 1 lap down in 6th. Russ Coe's going to come in 1 lap down in 7th. Derek Walker, we saw what happened with him and Ryan, and then I got into him. He's going to come home 5 laps down in 8th. Jeremy Crandall in 9th. I'm going to be coming home in 10th tonight. Top 10, yes, but you know, wrecked out on the first lap. And Vernon Markheim is going to come home 35 laps down 11th. And it looks like Gio didn't start the race, so he's going to come home in 12th.
Thank you so much there, Gary. Now in the booth, we do have our 3rd place finisher, Thomas Conheady, in the number 7. Great run there. Beautiful car. You started 5th, finished 3rd. Thomas, tell us about your race.
Yeah, I think we only had a top 5 car there tonight, but we had a couple of faster cars wreck out early, and that definitely helped us out.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, I know you have spent every single week of the last 8-9 weeks working, practicing, improving, and it definitely showed up tonight. Who would you like to give thanks to tonight?
I'd like to thank crew back home, Mike Sweet. Always puts a good setup under the car for me, and hey, point championship gets a little tighter tonight, so we'll see what we can do next week in the final.
Yes, sir. Hey, for myself, Gary Sexton, Michael Domingo, all the admins here at Dominus TYG Racing. Tom, we appreciate you being here. We appreciate your commitment, and we're definitely pulling for you to get into the top 3, make a real run at it for the championship race coming up soon. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Robert, man. Thanks for hosting the league. It's a ton of fun. Thanks.
Thank you, Tom. All right, now interviewing second place, we have our good friend Gary with William Roberts Jr.
Hey, William, this is Gary up here in the booth. I was down there on the track with you guys, but got taken out in that second lap crash. Almost had him. We saw a couple times you try to make a pass on the bottom. Just from being out there, I know that it's really tough to make those passes on the bottom. Do you think there's anything else you could have done to get around Ryan there in the closing laps?
Well, I kind of knocked the rear tires there midway through the race off the wall because I got a little too high coming out of 4. But I think Ryan was a little bit better out of 1 and 2, keeping up the momentum and everything. And I think I was a hair better out of 3 and 4. But it ended up evening out. I mean, practice times were pretty close, and then qualified third behind Ryan and Derek. So overall, not really. I mean, he didn't make no mistakes, and that's basically what he needs to do.
Yeah, 10-4, William. Is there anyone you'd like to thank tonight for that second place finish? I know this is going to really help you in the points with the top 2 in points. Really not getting the race in the A main tonight.
Yeah, we're back in right around the top 10, 11, 12 in points back there. I missed a couple races, but I'd like to thank everybody that comes out and watches this. You guys for going ahead and broadcasting it, Pro Broadcasting, Monster Energy, because I drink a lot of those, and Ryan for racing an awesome race. It was a lot of fun.
Sounds good, William. Well, we look forward to seeing you in the finale, which is in 2 weeks from tonight. And good luck, and have a good week.
Thank you. You too.
All right now we have the winner of the race. I think Gary has made his way all the way down that fast into Victory Circle to interview our winner tonight, Ryan A. Hill. Take it away, Gary.
Yeah, and I'm here in Victory Lane. I didn't have that far of a walk from my pit stall over here to Ryan in Victory Lane. Ryan, we saw you take the pole tonight, which was key to having that position on that early restart where Derek Walker was to your inside, and you were able to stay out of the trouble there and then just kind of hold on for the lead. So how was your race tonight? Obviously it was good, but tell us how it was for you out there on the track and what you had to do to hold off William Roberts.
Oh, first I had to hold off Derek Walker, and I don't know what happened, but I know when he hit me on the first opening laps, it helped my car a lot.
Yeah, I had a front row seat for that one. Him and I both dove to the bottom to try to. We were 3 wide on the front stretch, and then he dove down in front of me. You came down and just ran your line, but it looked like he got loose on the bottom and just kind of slid up into you, and then I had nowhere to go. Drilled him right in the door. But yeah, if that had not have happened, I still think that you had a pretty quick car tonight. Do you think you could have held him off still?
Probably. Just gotta. We don't have mirrors in these things, so you just kind of use the entire racetrack as your mirror. So but that's one thing I probably could have done, but I don't know. William Roberts put on a great race, which was really fun. Me and him were doing good in the B main, and then come to see him come back and try to get me out, especially the last couple of laps when we had some lap cars to work around. It was a ton of fun.
Yeah, it was definitely a blast out there tonight. Good to see you have a good race here. As you know, the top 2 guys in points are basically sat this race out. I know you're up there in the top 5 in points or close to it. So look for you to have a good points day out of this. So is there anyone you'd like to thank for this overall good race tonight with the second to last race in the season?
Well, yeah, going to the points, to be honest, I wasn't really cared about points because I came in 1 race late, and it's so hard to catch up with races with no drops. So I was just racing to win races, and this is our second one of the season, kind of surprising back at Volusia. But yeah, obviously I'd like to thank Robert for putting on the league and everything. Everybody that helps him with the Domino CYJS racing, Michael D'Amico for behind the scenes at Pro Broadcasting. And everybody else just races in this league. Unfortunately, we had a small car count tonight, so I hope we have a lot bigger car count for next week.
Yeah, 10-4. Looks like a lot of guys are, busy with their families tonight, but sometimes that happens here in the iRacing world. But it's not always a bad thing when you get 10 guys out there on the track that can race each other clean and hard. I think this was probably the most exciting dirt race I've seen in the league so far this year. Might be because I was on the track for some of it, but it was definitely an awesome race. And especially out of you, it was. I know it's hard to hold these guys off. I know it's hard to get around guys out there, and it's a real testament when you're able to go out there and lead from start to finish of how well you can wheel those cars. So good job tonight, and we look forward to seeing you in the finale, which is going to be in 2 weeks.
All right, thank you. To be honest, I'm more looking forward to this Thursday night for the Top Shelf League. We're going to our first road course of the season, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Yes, sir. I'm pretty excited for that too. I saw you were pretty fast in that little practice today. Hopefully I can find some speed so I can try and run you down.
Yes, sir, Gary and Ryan. I will let all the fans know tonight we do have a free pizza winner, Susan McFadden. She is from, looks like, what's that town up there? Lynchburg, Virginia. She picked Ryan to win the race, so you do have a lot of fans up there, Ryan, and congratulations to her. But yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All you fans, the next race you can get that free pizza pick in will be this coming Wednesday night. We'll be racing the trucks at Eldora. It will be more or less a non-points race, but it will combine 120 possible Domino's TYJ racers from the top shelf, almost pro drivers, all the way down to the lowest brand new drivers trying to get their feet wet in our series. So you do not want to miss that this coming Wednesday night, 8:50 p.m. Eastern. You get your free pizza pick in then, as well as what Ryan just said. Thursday night, I'm telling you what, guys and women, you want to see a fast race, comparable, if not better, than the real NASCAR Cup race you see on TV. You want to tune in this Thursday, 8:50 p.m. Eastern. We have Top Shelf Cup. Top Shelf means the top drivers of all Domino's TYJ Racing at the Watkins Glen track. It's going to be fast. It's going to be slick. It's going to be loose. And you're going to get a chance to win another free pizza. And we're going to have stages there at lap 15, 30, and the last stage will be 30 laps. And these guys are going to win $5 for each stage win. So you want to make sure you tune in to see who can win a stage, but more importantly, who can win the race, or you can get the free pizza. For Gary Sexton, Michael D'Amico with All Pro Broadcasting, make sure, guys and women, you click the subscribe button. Thanks for being here tonight. Have a great Monday, Tuesday, but we'll see you back on the track Wednesday night. Have a good week. Talk to you soon, fans.
Life and death in my own hands. I am my own justice. I am my own man. I never look behind through all that I have seen. 'Cause all I need is white lines and gasoline.